Hi everybody, it's the Pinoy white boy, back with another recipe for you today. I'm going to be making Kare-Kare with beef. Okay, so we're going to use garlic, onions, green beans, bok choy, Chinese eggplant, beef chuck roast, peanut butter, and Mamacita's Kare-Kare mix. To get started, what we're going to do is we're going to turn our Instant Pot on using the saute function, just the button down here, and we're going to use the more function. It cooks at a higher temperature, so I prefer that. So it'll take a couple seconds and then it's going to switch from 30 to on, and then to show that our pot is ready to saute in, the on is going to change to hot. Okay, after about 3 minutes, our indicator has changed from on to hot. That tells us that it's ready to cook with. So what we're going to do is I'm going to add about a tablespoon of oil to this. And we're going to add our onions and our garlic. There's a lot of garlic here, so I'm not going to use it all. I'm only going to use about half. And I'm going to add all of my onions. And we're going to cook this until the onions and the garlic both turn soft or translucent. Hey, so it's been about 5 minutes. Our onions and garlic has been cooking. They are now soft and translucent. So I'm going to add our beef and I'm going to cook it until it's brown. Hi everybody, we're back. It's been about 8 to 10 minutes. Our beef is browned nicely. So what we're going to do is we're going to add water to cover the beef, and then we're going to cook it on the meat function. Okay. So we've added our water. I had 4 cups on the side, but it looks like I only used about 3 cups to cover the meat. So now what I'm going to do is put the lid on, and you guys know I always do this when I put the lid on. We like to listen to that nice noise. That tells us the lid is on, and that tells us it's secure, okay? So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna change it from saute. We're gonna go down here and turn it off, and it's gonna tell you that it's off. After it says off, we're gonna go up here and push the meat stew button, and I've already set it for 30 minutes in advance for more at high pressure, and then we're gonna come up here and we're gonna change our venting seal from open to closed. And make sure that the venting seal is closed, otherwise you're never going to get the pressure. It takes a little while for the pressure to build up. I'll see you once it's there. So our safety pin has dropped down. That tells us that there's no longer any steam inside that's going to prevent us from opening this. So I'm going to open it away from me because there is still a tiny bit of steam. So you always want to open the pot away from you. So I'm going to turn it and I'm going to open it away. You'll see there's a tiny bit of steam that comes out. See? And if you look inside, you'll see that our beef and our onions have gotten nice and happy. Our beef is soft, but it doesn't look like it's too soft. It'll break apart, but it's not going to fall apart, which is a big difference. So now I'm going to add some Filipino soy sauce to this. This brand is Datu Puti. It's my favorite brand. I love it. It's better than anything else you can get on the market. So we're just gonna add about 2 or 3 small splashes to this to bring the flavor up. So 1, well 2, because that was a big splash. All right, so once again, like I said, amazing Filipino soy sauce. I'll give it a stir. All right, so we're going to turn the button. We're gonna push the button that says keep warm so that our Instant Pot reads off. And we're going to switch it to saute. And it's the same thing, we're going to leave it on more, and the 30s, then it's going to change from 30 to on, and that's going to tell me that it's going to start getting hot. In the meantime, while I wait for that to get hot, I'm going to add my vegetables. One of the vegetables I'm adding again is Chinese eggplant. So I'll add this carefully because the liquid in the pot is still hot. You don't want to burn yourself. Alright, then you just add it carefully. And give it a quick stir. And lastly, I'm going to add my seasoning mix. Seasoning mix that I use, you guys know, is Mamacita's. I think it's the best seasoning mix. I know there are plenty others out. So I'm gonna use the whole pack, I'm gonna add it in, and then I'm gonna let it come to a boil. And alright, so it's been about 6 minutes since we put our vegetables, our eggplant and our green beans inside to cook. They're soft, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna add our peanut butter. The peanut butter we use today is Peter Pan because that's what we have available. Usually I would be using Lily's peanut butter. It's a Filipino brand. It's amazing. I love it. What this peanut butter is going to do is it's going to thicken the sauce and it's going to add a lot of flavor. So we're not going. This is 8 ounces. We're not going to use all 8 ounces. You can vary it by which you prefer. I actually like it pretty thick, so I'm going to add a little bit more than half if I can get it off. There you go. I'm going to stir it in, and immediately your sauce is going to thicken. Cook for a tiny bit, and we're going to add our bok choy inside. Again, the sauce is going to be hot. Be careful when you're adding your bok choy because it will burn you. I know that seems like a lot, but once it's cooked, it won't be a lot. I promise. So just give it a quick stir, and we're going to let it cook for a tiny bit. Alright, it's been about 4 minutes. I'll say 4 minutes. Our beef Kare-Kare has thickened. It's done. I'm gonna hit my cancel button down here, and it's gonna stop the cooking. I'm just gonna put some in a bowl so you guys can see what it looks like outside of the Instant Pot. In the Philippines, Kare-Kare is traditionally eaten with something that's not my favorite. It's Bagoong. What it is it's sauteed shrimp paste. This is the sweet version. There's a couple of different versions of it. It has a very unique taste and a very unique smell. And then I'll add a little bit on top for you to see. Alright. So that's beef Kare-Kare. Alright everybody. As always, it's been the Pinoy White Boy. Thank you for watching. If there's anything that you're interested in watching me make in the Instant Pot, please let me know in the comments. Kain po tayo.